guys.
Yeah, it's exciting. All right, well, you've been working to get here. You got the UFC win under your belt. Give me the idea, the emotion, how you feel right now at this moment.
I feel really good, actually. I did what I needed to do. We're good.
You said you didn't anticipate having any nerves, that you have confidence, and so that kind of eliminates that. But tell us how it was. I mean, we hear about octagon jitters all the time, even from veterans. So give us an idea what it felt like tonight.
To be honest with you, it felt the same as every other fight that I've done. I just belong here, and I knew that. Yeah.
Hannah was a late replacement, but she was tough. I mean, what did you think about the matchup and how the fight played out?
She was definitely tough. She's absolutely the strongest person I've fought. She's got a different kind of strong, and that was something I noticed a lot before the fight and even during the fight. And I wasn't gonna lie to myself. I'm like, she's strong, and I wasn't worried about it necessarily in the power of striking. I was more so worried about it like in the clinch and the wrestling. But I knew technique is gonna beat power. So yeah, we pulled it off.
Yeah, it was an impressive win. I mean, I'm sure you'll go back and watch it and break it down with your coaches. But right now, saying, how would you assess your performance?
I'm not going to be that person who's like, wow, I have a lot to change, but because everyone else in this world, it probably looks pretty amazing, but to me, I'm like, oh, there's a lot of things I want to change, and I know I need to, especially to continue to grow. I was really happy with the performance, but I can also look back and be like, there's a lot of things that I want to perfect.
Right. And talk about Friday. You did need a little bit extra time to make weight. Just curious, kind of what happened there, and if there's a concern moving forward, what happened?
That's a long story. My nutrition is, I'm gonna follow a nutrition plan to the T, and I've had some past nutritionists that have not led me down the right path. And I haven't been able to reverse out of that, and till now I'm actually going out to the PI tomorrow or Monday, flying out there and getting that figured out so that I have easier cuts. But this cut was definitely the hardest I've ever had. I pushed through, and I was not going to step on the scale without making weight. So getting that extra hour was what I needed. I needed it all the way up to the last second, and we did it.
Do you still feel like straw weight's your long-term
Absolutely,
home,
yeah. I just have to, I have to bump up my calories. I was on an extremely low-calorie diet, and I never reversed out of it. And that's what we're doing now. So now that I fought in the UFC, I have probably however many weeks to get it figured out. I'll reverse it out, and then I'll have an easier cut next time, and my cuts will never be a problem again.
Last thing for me, we know you want Mackenzie Dern. You've made that clear before the fight, after the fight. How soon do you want to fight? It did look like you were walking a little gingerly in here. Is there something to heal up? How soon do you want to fight?
We'll figure it out. Like I said, I'm going up to the PI the beginning of the next week, so we're going to get it checked out there. And we'll see in terms of dates, but I definitely want to fight her. And like I said, when I was in the octagon, I want to fight on a big card because that's where I belong. And that's not being, like I want to be on a big card. It's because I belong on a big card.
All week you've talked about how you want to be the youngest champion in UFC history. Your division's champion, Rose, was in the crowd. Did you see her at all, or backstage?
I did not, but she's been at several of my fights. Actually, I fought one of her teammates, Audrey Perkins, and she's been in the crowd before when I fought and when I finished. So
she knows who you are. Yeah.
She knows who I am.
She does now.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
What is a big card? I mean, you just fought the main card for your first fight, and you're.
This was a big card, and this is what I'm talking about. In terms of big card. Absolutely. I mean, it doesn't get bigger than the 25th year anniversary of the UFC. So yeah, this is what I mean.
What is your first UFC memory, actually? Because you were born after it started. So
oh boy. Got to dig through that one because there's a lot of emotions going on right now. Honestly, I couldn't tell you the very first one, but I have a lot of memorable fights that I've watched on a lot of fighters that I enjoy watching. And each and every fight that I watch from the UFC is a memorable one for me. So there's something to pick up and learn from all of them, and there's from technique to the heart of a fighter. So they're all memorable. I told him I get the fight. I get one of the bonuses.
You didn't ask. You told him.
Yeah. I told him that. Just like I told him I got the contract, and look where I am.
What did he say?
I don't know exactly. There was a couple of things that we went back and forth on, but I'm pretty sure he might give me one.
What did you think of your opponent's demeanor all week? I mean, she She didn't really talk much. You're very comfortable in the media. She gave like very 1-2 word sentences the whole time.
That's how she is. I mean, I'm not gonna ever judge someone for the way they are. That's who she is, and I am who I am, and that's just the way it is. I don't have anything to, I'm not gonna pick her apart. Each person has their own personality, and that's their own.
So right now, it's just maybe like 45 minutes after your fight. What's your biggest memory right now? Is it walking into the arena? Was it the hand raise? Was it the actual fight? Like, what's your one? I don't know, your favorite memory already?
So far, I mean, I got to get the crowd behind me. I got to walk out, and I'm happy. I also remember I was singing her walkout song, which was a little weird to me. I was like, why am I singing her walkout song? But it was a good song. Yeah, so, I mean, I have a lot of memories to take away from this, and it's definitely a fight and an experience I'll never forget.
What didn't you expect? Like, what happened that you were like, whoa, this is weird, like, as far as just like...
Nothing really shocked me. I've learned in my life to just kind of go with the flow, and when something random pops up, you're like, all right, this is what's gonna happen next, and you can't change it, so you might as well go with it. But there was nothing negative that I had happen tonight. Yeah, it was overall an amazing experience.
Cool. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.